now if somebody calls me some name, I also will not take it wrong and not take it personal, because that's part of learning. Right? So we all need to learn to accept that this is part of college life. We all can call each other names, but not disrespect. Please understand the word disrespect is not associated to names. So I today still respect all my teachers, but I still know all the nicknames of all my teachers, which I am not going to state today, because most of them I don't see them. But in person, if they were here, I would have still gone and said, "Sir, I know you by this name." Right? So what I'm trying to tell you guys is, don't hesitate. Try to become friends to your teachers, because they are the one who will take care of you when you are here. Very, very important. And I talked about the language part. Please, for all of those who are non-Kannadigas here, do not complain. Please learn Kannada. And it's my sincere request, primarily because that will help you not just today, because it's not about just learning today. It will help you for life. And I can tell you today, when I quote myself, a lot of my clients are Kannadigas. A lot of my clients are Kannadigas. And I go to them and I start with Kannada, my Kannada, the way I speak. Then the whole conversation happens in Kannada. There is no English, there is no Hindi. Now what does that mean? I have a special bonding. I have a very special bonding with that client, and now that client doesn't go to anybody else but to me. So you understand what happens by learning a new language? You have the opportunity. This is the part that you should not miss. So please, for everyone who is not understanding or not coming from Kannada background, please see that you learn it. Right? So I will just say that college life is a once in a lifetime experience, and you should make the most of it. So don't forget to enjoy yourself, make some amazing memories, and I wish you all the best of your college life. So this is not my end of thing, guys. There's some more. So this was just for the students, right? Now for the parents, because I can first put a request that a lot of parents who are here may not be able to understand English the way I speak. I am not proficient yet enough in Kannada as well, that if I speak Kannada, you will understand less. So please try to understand English. How much are I speaking? So to all the parents, and I know there are some parents who are also my classmates. So I just came to know that one of my classmates' daughter has just got admitted here. So I'm sure you are feeling, is a mix of emotions right now, excitement, apprehension, everything. But most important is, your son, your daughter is now in PS Mandya, which is one of the best colleges. I just heard, ranked 137. I was talking earlier to Dr. Vinay. He said 1100 placement last year. This is phenomenal, right? I think it does require a standing ovation, guys. This is about the college, which at time when there was no placement when I was there, to the college which is now giving 1100 placements, rank 137, and I just heard Principal Sir, he said we want to be in top 100. So for parents, this is the message to you, that this is a college, that this is the best place for your children to be today and for the next 4 years, because this is where their future is going to be made. And it's not, now I'll talk about something that parents do and parents don't do, because I am also a parent now. I have a daughter there sitting, and a lot of times she thinks that, Papa, you are just too much, you are almost guiding me like, this side, that side, this side, that side. That's all the parents do. All of us who are parents do this. But college, when you come in college, it's a time of exploration and self-discovery. Right? Please note, exploration and self-discovery. Leave your children. When you were at that age, I remember my days. So my father was frustrated because he had to go with me to Bagalkot to apply for change, because the first list came that I was a Bagalkot electrical engineering, and I didn't know where was Bagalkot in the map then. This is 1991, 92. So I came, then my father, when he said Mandya, he said, okay, I come. And then he said, don't apply change. Done. Admission here, you wanted mechanical, everything done, just be here. And after that, my father has never come to college. And today I wanted him to come, but unfortunately he's not well. My mother was not well, so he couldn't come. But today's parents are different. Today's parents want to know everything what is going through in the life of the student, of their children, their friends. What do they watch? What do they see? What do they eat? What do they not eat? Where are they going? Why are they going? Why are not they going? Etc. 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 Endless. Now you're in college. Most of the people who come to college are 18 years and above. So these days there are tons of web series going on, right? Mobile is available. World has changed. Things are available. Nothing can be hidden. Nothing can be solved. But why do we want to still continue that thing? Because we are parents. So what is important for parents now is to give your children the freedom to make their own decision and to make mistakes. Because while they take decision and own it and do the mistakes, they will learn from it. And now I have a story. Now I have a story, but it's a message. Today when you look at the world around, everybody wants to be employed in a company, right? Now there's a new culture, startup culture, a lot of people have that ability to go into starting up something new. Now what is the difference between those two? When you join a company, what do? You join a company because there's a written, this is what you need to do, right? And a startup, what happens is, I don't know what to do, but I want to do something that I don't even know what I want to do. That is startup. And then they create some fancy floors and say, oh, I need money. They will go to president, sir, give me 30 lakhs because that's my first incubation. I want to do this, I want to prove it, then give me 3 crores and I will do it. And then when I have 30 crores, I'll give it, return it back because you have helped me during the startup. Question is, how many startups succeed and how many fail? So I am part of Ventures team as well. Ventures is where we go and find startups who are healthy, in pride, and we go support them. So I have a team which does scanning of 200,000 startups. 200,000. And we finally end up into 2,000 startups that we believe we are interested in. And finally we invest in 200 startups because we believe there is a value. But look at 200,000 people ability to think, to take decision. And trust me, none of those 200,000 is failure. Because it is a Rajesh Ojha who has not invested beyond 200. But there are many Rajesh Ojhas who are going to invest in this because they are the people who have ability to take decision which is not available in 95% people who are sitting in this room. We don't take decisions because we have not been trained to take decision. We want order from father, mother, sister, brother, teacher and say, do this, oh I will follow this, do this, I will follow this. How many of you really take decision for yourself? Hardly any. Hardly any. Reason is because we don't allow when we grow to take decisions. It's not story, but it's reality. We don't. Everybody wants, yes, mentor is different, coach is different. A coach says, go and bat like this. But once the batsman in the field, he has to bat. A mentor can give advice. But once you're in the field, you want investment, you're playing with somebody's money, you need to perform, otherwise you will be perished. So there's a mistake, potential success, potential failure, success failure ratio is 10-90. 10% success, 90% failure. But look at the people who take that decision, they are never going to fail in their life. Never, ever, ever, ever. I can say this, right? So this is an important aspect that parents, you need to bring in this into your children, that allow them to take decision. Let them own the decision. Let them do the mistake. Hold their hands when they are doing the mistake. But don't go and take it and say, I will start writing for you. Because then you are making the person either a lame or a parasite. It is not, we are a new India where parents also have to learn. I have to learn as a parent that I am going to allow my daughter to take her decisions. Right? So this is very, very important from a parent's perspective. Yes, your children are young adults, right? Need your guidance and support, need coaching. Please be in touch with them. If they are in disarray, they are going through a problem, talk to them. Give them space. Mistakes are obvious, but no mistake demands somebody to take their life. No mistake demands somebody to just go away and spoil their careers. Mistakes can only delay certain things, maybe a year, maybe something, but allow that mistake to happen because as I said, it's a marathon race. You can go wrong in 1 hour, 1 step, 1 year, but not necessarily you're going to go wrong on the next following. You will stand up. You will stand up straight someday. And I will give examples when I talk about people from PS Mandya who are my classmates Trust me guys, failing is not a crime. Doing mistake is not a crime. And parents, please allow your children to do mistake, but keep a watch. Don't get involved. Don't say that you do mistake, I am watching this. No, that's not good parenting. You're watching. You're taking, somewhere you're visible to that. But it's important for you to understand that. So once again, for all the parents, congratulations for your children's success, and I wish them all best in their college journey. Again, this will not end. Guys, if you're thinking this is the end, no, we are not ending here. Right? Because I just spoke about students and about parents. I didn't speak about the professor sitting here. I didn't speak about the president, the principal sitting here. Right? So, I'm not going to be preaching here because you guys have been running this institution. I have been part of it. I have learned enough. And I am indebted through my life for what I have learned here. But with the time changes, the environment changes, things are changing, expectations are changing, the world is changing around us. So there is a change required at all the times. What has happened in last 2-3 years? Pandemic came in, a lot of batches went with online degrees. Right? A doctor with an online degree is going to operate you tomorrow. How do you feel like it, right? So similarly, engineers with online degrees are going to be your future dam makers or future something, right? But trust me, that is not something I'm worried about. Today, I'm not worried about. If I was coming from the old thinking, I would be worried about it. Because the new thing is, you need to change. Institutes need to change their outlook, right? Obviously, you have to be welcoming to your students because you want more students to prosper. You want the placement to go up. You want rank from 137 to less than 100, right? But what differentiates between those top 50 colleges or 5 colleges and this college? Exposure. The only one word, exposure, right? The person who is most exposed gets the most. The person who is least exposed is what? Koop Manduk. Koop Manduk is Kueh ka medal. A frog in a well. He only knows the well. So when frog jumps out of the well, he realizes, oh my God, this is too big. I can't handle it. Right? So exposure is the biggest differentiation between a good or a ranking institute versus a non-ranking institute. I think, and whatever I heard from you, Dr. Vinay, I heard us talking to Dr. Girish, whatever you understood, I think there is a significant development that has happened here. And the best part is, when somebody talks about VS Pandya with pride, I feel very happy even if I'm listening from far. Because I'm part of this college, right? I've studied here. Now what does that mean is, my interest is as much as your interest in this college, because when I go further down the age, when I meet people, I want to see that everybody is talking far better about this college. So first and foremost, I want to emphasize the importance of creating a welcoming and supporting environment to students. It is essential that students feel comfortable and safe in the new environment. This means that administration and professors should be approachable and willing to listen to students' concerns. Now I will tell a story. Sorry, my stories are not going to end because that is the only way I have learned. Right? I'm not a rank student, I'm not a gold medalist, silver medalist, bronze medalist, no medalist. Take my word, honestly I'm saying I only scored whatever I did in last year, because in our time, last 2 semesters gave you the degree and somebody told me very early in advance, first 6 semesters do whatever you want, just see that don't carry a bag. So I saw that I didn't carry a bag. Where there was a chance of carrying a bag, I went to go and fall on the teacher's feet and say, sir, pass madi. Right? Get me through, somehow I will just get me, I don't want back. Fortunately I didn't have back, but I always had that 60 to 70% kind of mark. But in final year, I scored 84%. Right? Now that does not mean anything, frankly guys, for clapping, because you studied for marks only. Because that will be in your record. That's it. So I did that, Helter Skelter did that, right? But when I talk about this passion about teachers, how they taught us, and I will name few, right? We were in old hostel, there was an old hostel, renovation started, so after first year we were told that some of them who are coming from outside Bangalore or outside Karnataka can move into new hostel. But for the rest, please go out and find your accommodation. So there was a RG mess here behind the bank, and there was a house where 3-4 of us were just went to and we started living there. It was behind the Mandya Club, if it still exists there, right? So it was examination, I think it was 4th semester or 5th semester, I don't really recall. And suddenly at night, 11 p.m., somebody knocks the door. Those days, 11 p.m. knocking door was not common. Because world used to switch off in Mandya by 7 p.m. Stepping out after 7 p.m. was questioning yourself that what are you going to do, right? Because there were hardly any shops open, and shops open, that is for the local buying, right? Otherwise, liquor shops were open, yes. And I was not in liquor, even then. So, when the knock happened, 3 of us we stood, we said one behind the other, who's there, let's stand there. And who comes in is B. Nagaraj sir, who used to call Thakur. He entered, examination